How's it going, everyone? I know it's been a while since I've had a video. Not a whole lot of Dragon Ball content floating around lately. I think this is the first figure that I've done in a while. So I'm definitely excited for this. My brother Overhaul is the one that told me about this. I had seen images. It didn't really catch my eye. I didn't really look into it too much. It kind of almost came out of nowhere. Like very little advertising, very little was put out by Black Hole Toys. But then once Overhaul got it, that's the cool thing. Sometimes I get something he might not be sure of. He sees it, then he wants it, and vice versa. So that's cool. But yeah, he definitely showed me, and I definitely liked the Scouter Vegeta. This guy right here, especially because the SH version. I've been collecting SH figures Dragon Ball for like I'm gonna say I don't know 3, 4, about a little over 5, 6 years, maybe more or less. And in that time when I started collecting, they have never done a reissue of Scouter Vegeta. Never. And that guy, since I started collecting, has always been between $120 to $180 plus shipping and tax when you add it in there, more or less, give or take, right? And he hasn't changed. I mean, yes, you might be able to find them for 100 plus shipping plus tax, right? Like at the cheapest, but even then, he's still not a cheap figure, right? So, the fact that they gave us this right here thanks to Black Hole Toys plus an extra figure. Mostly the main figure is what I wanted. I definitely couldn't say no, and like I said, Overhaul showed me and I really liked the way it looked, and I've been wanting that one for a while. He just wasn't on the top of my list of priorities because I was kind of waiting for a reissue, but we got third party, so that's cool. I got this for about $70, 70 like 75, 76 from AliExpress. It is a little expensive, because you have to pay the whole amount, right away, or yeah, pretty much right away. But you do get a lot in return, right? I know some of us don't have $70 lying around, right? But you do get a lot in return. You get two figures pretty much, and then a third head sculpt in here. So the two these guys come with, and that's a lot really for $70. Like, even if you only keep one, you could sell the other one, or you keep just the battle damage, you sell the other one if you got plenty of that one, right? Either way, I don't think you can lose with this unless you already have plenty of Vegeta. I'm sorry, the armor types, and then you don't really care about the battle damage, and you're waiting for a 3.0, right? Things like that. But anyways, let's get to it. Black Hole Toys. My box wasn't too beat up from AliExpress, so hopefully they work on that in the future. I'm always gonna try to tell the vendors, as far as part of the feedback, always try to take care of the boxes. But here we go. Let's open it up. All right, and here we go outside the box. And like I said, it is 75, about $75. But he comes with two figures. He comes with two figures and a third head sculpt. Like if you wanted the original, I'm sorry, base form hair, where his hair is a little bit bigger, longer, and wider, like you get an extra head sculpt. You can put that on another Vegeta body, and you got two with this hairstyle. So that's pretty cool. I love when they put extra head sculpts. But anyways, they also have a loose tail. I'm not sure. I don't have the old one of this one. Like I said, I never got it because it was expensive. So I don't have any point of reference. But I'm almost certain they didn't have this tail, this version. So that's cool. And then, of course, we got all this stuff back here. And then we have... so what it looks like, they give you the face plates for the old style, right? And then you get the face plates for the newer, yeah, kind of it's a newer style. It's the way the old Dragon Ball Z first arc looked. That art style, pretty much Z into the anime, more or less. And if anybody's familiar with Recustom, it's pretty much that style on the faceplate, so that's cool. You get two different sets of hands. I'm guessing it's for both different bodies. The broken scouter piece, and then there's two scouters in there. It's not just one, there's two in there, so that's pretty good. All right, so we're gonna look at this guy first. Like I said, this one's the one that for sure is extremely expensive nowadays on Mercari or eBay. Those are the only two places you'll be able to find them, really, is eBay and Mercari, right? And I just looked the other day. I think I saw them for like 160, 180, around there, between there. So yeah, having a Vegeta that's I'm sorry, Scouter Vegeta with the old armor is really, really nice. And like I said, I don't have this one yet because it was so expensive, so I'm excited for it. And Black Hole Toys, for the most part, did a really good job. We've already seen a lot of their stuff, and I also have the Jirens, both the normal version and the metallic one, and I love those. They're great for the price, obviously, especially. So yeah, it looks really good. Let me zoom in on that head sculpt, on the faceplate. There you go. So yeah, the faceplates definitely look the way that the older one looked like. Like I said, I don't have that figure, but definitely looks nice. There's the back. You can unpeg the tail right here, so you could remove it if you wanted to. So that's pretty good. As far as articulation goes, it's pretty much the same. I don't expect this to be like 3.0 or anything like that, because this is just a clone of the original version of this. But it does have its basic movement, and it feels really good. So not too bad. There's some little, I don't know what is that, plastic residue on the knee. Yeah, you'll see some residue here and there. It's easy to come off when you get it. There you go. A little more there. But anyways, so yeah, definitely I'm good on the articulation. Not too bad. These things do, I think this one pops off a little bit if you move around so much, but they pop on back on. Not a problem. It doesn't bother me that much, especially since this figure pretty much comes down to like, what, like $35, $38 more or less, right? If you split the price between this one and the other one, $35, $38 each. That's pretty good. It's pretty much a retail value price. Elbows go that much. Oh, there you go. See, this one does come off easily, but it also pops on easily. I'm gonna leave it off for now. I don't want that falling off all the time. But yeah, as far as the ab crunch goes, you can pop out the waist, you know, up and then forward. And he goes about that much. So pretty standard stuff. But it does feel nice. It feels nice. It feels smooth. I will say that in hand, it feels really nice. And another thing I will say is that it doesn't have any tightness, or at least my copy doesn't. You know, some of the tightness that we're used to seeing, like in the G-Ring figures, where the first one I think was so tight I had to put oil on that one. But this one doesn't seem to have that problem, so that's cool. Here's the other head sculpt. Like I said, having two of these is nice, really nice. I like that a lot. The teeth graded face is right there. And here are the other faceplates for that first version. Right, they look pretty much the same as all the older Vegetas. All right, looks good. And here we go with the Scouters. Definitely, oops, fix my camera. Definitely comes with two. Oh, you know what? I just noticed that they're different colors. Hold on. Yeah, they're different colors. One is red and one is more of a pinkish, slightly lighter pinkish, darker pink. Yeah, they're definitely different colors. And this one seems a little bit bigger. Why is this? Huh. Oh, it's probably for the other head sculpt, because that one's kind of a different size. I haven't played with it too much, so definitely will be trying it out and see how it goes. There's the Scouter crushed in his hand. Looks good. Okay, so all in all, I'm liking what I see. I like this guy. I really don't care for the battle damage on the face too much. The stuff on the body kind of grew on me. It looks good in person. Definitely looks way better in person. I will say that this figure here looks slightly higher than the first one, than the other one. Let me see. I guess they're about the same. Okay. I don't know. I feel like he's still like. Hold on, let me close this guy's legs. All right, they need to be about the same. No, they're about the same. Okay, but anyways, the battle damage is definitely nice. Some of this I thought was just painted on there, but it looks like it's definitely carved in there, sculpted in there, so that's pretty good. Battle damage on the back. The face looks good. So what I am gonna say one thing. Okay, so I feel like if you've been wanting one of these Vegetas forever, right, and you really still want it, then I do recommend that you should get this, because this is really nice, and for the price that it is, it's definitely worth it, even if it's just for this guy right here, because you get all this other extra stuff. So if you don't have it and you want it and you're not going to wait around for a 3.0 or you don't care about a 3.0, or you're going to still like it regardless of a 3.0, then I definitely recommend to get this guy. This guy looks really nice. I'm definitely satisfied with my purchase, and just this guy alone is a win for me because I don't have this version of him yet. So finally got one of these in my collection. I love it. Another thing I will say before I move on, when it comes to this body here, though, I feel like the dual pack as a whole will definitely sell out fast. I don't think it's gonna last long. Okay, so if you guys are on the fence or you feel like you want to get it if you can get it as soon as possible, because this body right here is a battle damage body, and when it comes to battle damage bodies, they definitely go. They go and they sell out fast. And there's not that many of those lying around. I've never seen one of these from Tamashi, so this is a very unique battle damage Vegeta body. I'm gonna try to do a separate video this week where I swap out the legs and the shoulder, and I put it on other bodies for Vegeta, all the other SHF, pretty much all the other bodies I have for Vegeta. So you can see that not only is this a really nice battle damage body, but there's a lot of customization here. You can pop this battle damage on other bodies and create other looks for him with this specific battle damage. So I might get a second copy just so I can have a second one of this battle damage, because like I said, battle damage bodies definitely go. They're definitely highly coveted, and they sell out quickly. Uh, and then you won't see them ever again. And sometimes they sell just the legs or just the body without the head sculpt for like $80, $100 on Mercari or eBay. So definitely something to think about right there. All right, and here are the other faceplates. Definitely they at least look really good. I'm definitely gonna use the other one, but these guys are starting to grow on me too. It looks really cleanly printed on there, so that's cool. I like this one a lot. Then we have this one here. I'm not gonna lie, I could barely see his pupils, but I'm guessing that's like this when they're really tiny and you could barely see them during that art style era, right? But anyways, this one looks really good too. I don't see any QC, or I'm sorry, any paint QC, so that's nice. And this one right here is pretty cool too. This one has the most blood on it and the most damage on his face. Definitely looks interesting. But yeah, there you go. Definitely have options. All right, back to this guy right here. One more thing I do want to mention is that this shoulder pad right here, or at least on my copy, I don't know if it's the same for all of them. I won't know until I get a second one. This is definitely hard to lift up. It does get kind of stuck right there, and then it eventually does pop off. So you can move it a little bit, but it kind of like does that rubber band effect where it comes back, right? It snaps back a little bit. And if you push too much, it just pops off. See? It doesn't break because there's small tabs that hold it in place. It's easy to snap back on. So you can just put it on the top, and then there you go. See, it pops on back easily, but you won't be able to move that. It won't have a lot of range of movement trying to get that out the way. This one is fine, so that's cool. And the rest of these definitely move out the way nicely. All right, so there you go. I feel like these three are definitely a lot more well set in place than the other one, that one loose one on the other one right here. So there you go. The paint on the legs is definitely nice. The battle damage, I assumed, or I thought there would be some QC paint where it's like bleeding, and for the most part, it definitely looks good. Not too bad. All right, so there you go. Final thoughts on these two. I think that it's an excellent value for $75, more or less. AliExpress, you get 2 bodies, 3 head sculpts, and a ton of accessories. Like, you really cannot beat it. It's pretty much candy, really, at the end of the day. And like I said, if you don't have this guy and you want it, I recommend it just for this guy alone. But this battle damage version, there's going to be customization options for these legs, and I don't think this is going to last long like any other battle damage body you've seen out there. A good example is the Demoniacal Fit Sign Goku. I think that Demoniacal Fit Sign Goku with the battle damage body, that thing's like $100 now. And that was meant to be, like $50. Give us a shot at that battle damage body, because the SH version is so expensive and it's never had a general release or an affordable release. I think if you got lucky in Tamashi pop-up shops, it was like $50, but he's never gotten a reissue other than that. Like, he's really hard to find. So battle damage will sell out. Take my word for it. If you guys enjoyed the video, give me a like, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on this guy, and let me know your thoughts on this guy. I actually want to know where everybody's at, where everybody stands, and then let me know if you guys like all the damage on the faceplates. So let me know in the comments. I will see you guys next time. Take care.